On behalf of the Sacramento Public Library's Sacramento Room, I'd like to wish you all a happy Black History and Women's History Month. I'm Emrate, and given that the library is currently not open to the public due to COVID, I'd like to walk you through our newest exhibit in the Sacramento Room and introduce you to two of my Sacramento heroes. Please join me, shall we? Our new Sacramento Room exhibit is titled, "This is Our Home." It presents a visual display of New Helvetia, which includes Alder Grove and Seavey Circle over the last century. At its center is Nathaniel Cauley, Sacramento's first Black lawyer, a son of sharecroppers who relocated to Sacramento after graduating from Yale Law School. A decade before the 1964 U.S. Civil Rights Act, Cauley successfully litigated important civil rights cases, ensuring equal access to integrated housing. In 1952, his work led to the desegregation of the New Helvetia housing complex. Below Cauley are replicas of both a Seavey Circle and Alder Grove dwelling. These dwellings are in Georgian and Tudor-inspired brick, with grassy areas available for play, paths between units for walking and cycling, and Panther Field, a baseball diamond, at its center. Today, the sport of choice is basketball. In World War II, the New Helvetia housing complex served as military housing. With men off to war, women stepped into roles typically reserved for men in industry and home. Last year, a group of current Rosies carried forward this legacy of stepping up in alerting Sacramentans that the city was planning to allow the demolition of this housing through adopting the West Broadway specific plan. Tenants, historians, elected officials, and their supporters held a press conference to reject the plan. Organizing during a global pandemic was a challenge, but the Sacramento Tenants Union, Nathaniel Cauley Coalition, Preservation Sacramento, Coalition to Save New Helvetia, along with many other supporting groups, delivered results. At the Planning and Design Commission meeting, 95% of public comments were in opposition of the plan, which included a new street grid that would devastate the family-friendly feeling of the complex, as well as its historic integrity as a nationally recognized historic landmark. At City Council, more than 107 written public comments were submitted, with almost all of them in opposition to the plan. The outcome of the meeting impacts the families and children who call New Helvetia home. The children attend Leotata Floyd Elementary School. Leotata Floyd is another one of my Sacramento civil rights heroes. Leotata Floyd's son, Mr. Mayu Sam Floyd, teaches 6th grade and inherits a legacy of strong community advocacy. The Floyd family strongly supports preserving New Helvetia, with repairs to current units so that children can thrive. The importance of maintaining the public housing Nathaniel Cauley fought to integrate and has served as a cultural epicenter for multiple Sacramento communities since remains relevant as the city plans to redevelop West Broadway. This is a Black History Month issue because Cauley's work has benefited the Black, Indigenous, people of color community since. Had he not taken up the matter, my own family would not have benefited from the centrally located affordable housing available to them when they qualified for it. It is a Women's History Month issue because Leotata Floyd nurtured and strengthened an entire community, creating community care and mutual aid programs in Seavey Circle centered on the needs of the people. Black history and women's history is American history, and it's also my history. Thank you to Sacramento civil rights heroes Nathaniel Cauley and Leotata Floyd, and to all who continue their work, including residents of Alder Grove and Seavey Circle, who insist on remaining in their homes as habitable units with timely repairs, as it should be. To learn more about This Is Our Home, please visit the Sacramento Room's digital archive at www.saclibrary.org/digital archive for more information on New Helvetia, including ephemera, photographs, periodicals, and documents on Alder Grove and Seavey Circle throughout the decades.